at all that money, yeah, the money that they spent. Take another look now and take some time for hemp. I don't cut trees for paper, cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation, yeah, it's time for hemp. Whoa, an acre of hemp makes 20 barrels of oil. No need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes, they got no rent. Well, right now it's time for hemp.
Thank you for taking Time for Hemp. I'm your host, Casper Leitch. You are listening to Time for Hemp all around the world on timeforhemp.com, Tumblr, SoundCloud, iTunes, iHeartRadio, anywhere people get together and share their buds and like to take Time for Hemp. Big shout out to all of my friends in Germany. Thank you for the letters that you send me. And, of course, big thank you to all of our sponsors. You can find all of our archives from all of our hosts on their biography pages. So make it a point to go and check out the illustrious team of people who are working around the clock to let the world know how important it is to take Time for Hemp. My joint host today, Peter Chris, and I are saluting law enforcement against prohibition. And he and I have an illustrious friend on the line, a joint friend. Remember, anytime you hear the word joint on the big broadcast, everybody likes to hit their bongs, their pipes, their vaporizers, and take Time for Hemp. Lenny Frieling, we have you as a joint guest, and my joint host, Peter Chris. Good morning. Thank you. I pass the buck to you.
Lenny, I've been dying to talk to you. I no longer have to go to Amsterdam to do my experiment, and maybe you can answer my question for me. And that question is, does smoking marijuana make you paranoid because when you're smoking it, you're afraid people are going to arrest you? Or when you're smoking it in a place where nobody's going to arrest you, does it not make you feel paranoid? Lenny.
One of the effects of marijuana at times, especially if you smoke too much of something that's too strong or eat too much of an edible, it can produce some anxiety as a side effect. And you wait 5 minutes and it's gone. What I think when I hear what you're saying is I never really understood what marginalized meant until we legalized. And then it was a blinding light, realizing that for so many years I had been marginalized, even to myself in my own mind. And the legalization took me beyond that. It took what's normal and made it feel normal.
Yeah.
The breakthrough is huge on an individual level and on a societal level.
Yeah, we've talked before, so I know you know my fears, and my fears are that I think that what we're going to see happen is that in the next 12 months, the current administration is going to move marijuana from Schedule 1 to either Schedule 2 or 3. This will now make marijuana legal on the federal level under the prescription drug program, but legal, okay? And then I'm saying that I think at the next EPA conference, we're going to have maybe about half as many people there, and we're going to have a little lull in the movement, and then all of a sudden we're going to start hearing in a couple years this, and it's going to be, hey, wait a minute. You said if we legalize this stuff, that the crime would go away, but we still got the cartels, we still got the gangs, and then we're going to have to get back to the argument about prohibition all over again. The only good thing about it is I don't see any of these drugs that anybody wants to pick up and defend, like the people that want to defend marijuana. So therefore, we may actually talk about the failure of the policy rather than the drugs. Is that too much stuff?
The problem reminds me of the problem we created with alcohol prohibition, once we funded the Rockefellers and the Capones, the money didn't go away. It was too late. We'd created criminal enterprises, and we'd created families of immense wealth that did many good things, but we can't go back. We can't undo the damage that this war has done.
You are listening to the Time for Hemp Global Broadcasting Network. Please share us with your friends.